Hello everyone and welcome back to another 3v3 matchup here with the Elite mod. On the blue team we have Alphablades as the IG, Styx Chaos, and Gordulan as the IG as well. On the red team we have Trizzen playing IG, Elena as the Eldar, and Rotte as the Space Marines. This map is something we have not played yet. Very rainy, very jungly, and very windy. All these paths very, very windy. No straight paths like some of the maps we played in the past. I like the look of it though. Nice change. Very big map.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Cadians are indeed reporting for duty.
That's a critical spot, no doubt.
So we have some Guardsmen and Chaos Space Marines. Sorry, Space Lord. Whatever. Pulling up the mid. First victory point is going down. Blue team and red team here. To me it kind of looks like this victory point is on the red side. Oh, I see. It does look closer, but the red team does have to come down through this path or over here, which is on the blue side. I wonder if that evens out or if this is still in red's favor. I would think it's in red's favor because they can set up like up here. I'm not sure. We'll see. But red team is currently claiming the second victory point. That would be Elena right there.
A power node. Roger.
Blue forces heading up through the forest here, jungle. I do like the look of it. And here we go. First skirmish. Cultists versus TAC Marines. And they are not going to take that fight. Alright, we do have a Sentinel that has gone into the blue side. Being pushed back by a blue Sentinel, Lord General. Multiple blue Sentinels. And it looks like red gets an early lead with not only victory points, but also resource points. They have come all the way to the right side and to grab that, and the left side to grab this power node. Meanwhile, the Eldar player, Lena, pushing up with the Banshees that she loves so much. And the Farseer. But we do have blue finally pushing into the second victory point here. Chaos Space Lord led by Styx. And in the mid we have a fight between Cultists and Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees win that fight! Just to let you know. Looks like some Guardsman forces are trying to reinforce, but it is too late. Those cultists have dropped. Maybe they can push them off this point. If they don't, then red is going to claim this and start bleeding blue even more. But no, they are forced to fall back due to the Sentinel's multi-laser. And it looks like the Chaos Space Lord is capturing the mid, putting this back into the blue side. Red is now taking... I'm sorry, bleeding points. Lord General just kind of sitting here. The power node is right there for the taking. Perhaps he's waiting to draw the enemy into his trap? And by trap, I mean kind of getting caught back here and having nowhere to go? We'll see. Meanwhile, up mid, they are taking some resources. They do have both victory points still. Oh, you can't come up here. Okay, I just assumed this is kind of like closed off. Interesting, okay. And then that leads back to here. Okay, it's a side path that you have to trample through. That's cool. That's cool. No real fights going on at the moment. Looks like Alpha's setting up some defenses here in the mid. Yeah, this map is pretty massive. Dire Avenger Squad coming in to try and claim the point. They're going to meet up with a nasty surprise. And on the right side we have Lord General led by Trizzen pushing in from the right. Dire Avenger Squad forced to withdraw due to the Sentinel and Guardsmen. And this Lord General, if they are not careful, is going to fall. There we go. Alphablades retreating the Lord General. Or Commissar Lord, sorry. Meanwhile here at this power node, the red player Guardsmen are pushing off the blue. Waiting for a backup in the form of the heavy weapons team. Nice pull here when you're fighting against enemy guardsmen. And the yellow player, Trizzen, is advancing on the power node. And it looks like Gordulan is buying his time trying to repair the Sentinel, who is now heading up to try and prevent this Lord General from capturing the point. Howling Banshee's advancing on this multi-laser turret, tearing it to pieces. Looks like the Eldar player is going to manage to capture the second victory point for red, stemming the flow of points, and now putting this into a 2-1 advantage to the red team. Sentinel and Guardsman squad shooting at the Lord General. Lord General not caring and continuing to get the requisition point, and now backed up by multiple Guardsman squads and the Sentinel. This, ooh, did not get to pull off the Sentinel in time, and it drops. Catachans come in to reinforce, but there's too much fire there. But they decided to take a few shots anyway, and now are withdrawing. There we go, the middle victory point is now in Red's hands, and Blue is now at a disadvantage. Red is pushed up pretty far into Blue's territory. Some defense is going down here. Sentinel versus the Lord Commander and his retinue. Heavy weapons team advancing. Better get that set up pretty soon here. And looks like they're going to get some heavy bolter fire on those Guardsman squads. No, it does focus on the Sentinel instead, trying to bring it down. But it is going to be able to fall back and be repaired by the Guardsman squads that are nearby. Speaking of repairs, the Blue Sentinel here is also under repairs, trying to take it to these Howling Banshees. The Chaos Lord, with the shield active, tanking all those Howling Banshee squads, while the Guardsman and the Sentinel, along with the Havoc squad, are able to just rain fiery death upon them. And the Eldar player is forced to retreat from this victory point. The only victory point that Blue still controls. Trizzen just kind of reinforcing this position. Doesn't really need to advance because they have the resource point and power node point advantage. They still have both the right side and left side power node. 2 victory points. It is up to the blue team to push them away. Speaking of pushing them away, we have a massive Guardsman push here. Trizzen's Lord General getting into the mix, going melee with the Stormtroopers. Flames running down from the hill. Oh, but from the left we have some Raptor squads coming in to disrupt the Guardsmen, and it looks like they have been pushed from their entrenched position, allowing the blue team to advance a little bit up the right side here. Sentinel may also drop if those Raptors continue to go after it. They can do another jump. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Just kind of waiting for these guys to go. There they go. They do miss the jump. I think they were waiting for some, whatever their little mana points are called. I'm not sure what those are called. But in any case, Trizzen has been pushed off the right side, is retreating to lick their wounds, leaving blue team to capture some resources here. Speaking about capturing resources, the Sentinel is neutralizing the mid victory point, halting the flow of loss on the blue team. Nice pull there. On the left side, it looks like Rotte's forces are holding here. Is there a side path? Yeah, okay. And trying to take out this power node that Blue currently controls. Blue's response is 1 Chaos Space Marine squad. Not able to do it. And we have a fight currently going on in mid here. Multiple Catachan squads against multiple Howling Banshees and Dire Avenger squads. Catachans and Howling Banshees going into melee with Guardsmen behind here, Dire Avengers behind there. Catachans trying to fall back away from the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees trying to fall back away from the Guardsmen. This is a crazy fight. Oh, but they do have a Bright Lance Cannon heavy weapons platform. And the Sentinel drops to it. But they are not going to let that stop their push. They are pushing into the point. Heavy weapons team is falling back. Catachan's coming back up to the front, launching the grenades. Nice knockback there. But the Trizzen's Guardsmen are coming up the right side and will be able to come back in here and flank this Guardsman position. Gordulan is about to get flanked heavily here. Meanwhile, the Eldar are being pushed out still by Alphablades. Alphablades managing to do the pushback, but the Farseer is standing there, allowing them to get flanked by 2 sides now. There we go. Farseer finally does fall back, and it looks like the blue team has dropped a heavy turret back there to try and silence these guardsmen, or stop these guardsmen in advance. These Raptors desperately need to fall back, but they are now dead. Catachans advancing. Now focusing on the Sentinel. Heavy turret advancing on the Sentinel. Looks like we have some baseless fire coming in. And the Sentinel does drop. And both Gord and Alpha fall back from mid, leaving the heavy turret to guard the neutral victory point. It is currently even with 1 point on each side. But as far as resources go, Red Team still has a major lead with the 2 power nodes on the flank, and with the Rotte's forces sitting right here. Well, yeah, there. Wow, nice. Stormtroopers with Melta upgrade. Not doing much damage at all, actually. You would think 5 Melta guns into the back of a attack squad would do some damage, but guess not. Alright, so Rotte squads are free to continue to take out this power core, or power node. Blue losing even more resources here. And there is 1 guardsman squad taking over the mid victory point while withering the storm of this heavy turret. Putting it back again in Red Team's favor, 2-1. And now they will advance on the heavy turret that is alone. Rotte squad's now fighting against the Chaos Lord. Trying to kite him around as 1 attack squad is doing the damage here. And the Apothecary continues to try and capture the power node. They did at least deny this power node from Blue squad, or Blue Team. Speaking of Blue Team though, we have some guardsman reinforcements coming in. Raining down flashlight death on these attack squads who now have to run through them to retreat. This may be the end of this attack squad. Maybe. Oh, yep, and that attack squad is dead. And they are still retreating. Looks like we have another push up here, going up on mid. A autocannon team forced to withdraw. And a Manticore getting into a nice position. And by nice position, I mean a position that is open to this guardsman flanking maneuver there. And speaking of a guardsman, they are now in this building with flamers. Autocannons coming in from the right, flamers from the front, and Eldar from the left. Not much Gord can do against that position. Did drop a heavy turret, but that heavy turret is going to fall. Manticore launching its missiles right on the building. I don't know if the guardsmen were still in there. I don't see any bodies coming out of it. I think perhaps this squad was the one that was inside. No, because they have plasma guns. The ones... Okay, so it was this squad, I think, because they had the flamers. Meanwhile, anyway, Gordulan's forces are trying to advance on this position still with the Manticore backup. And now there is a Chaos Havoc squad that is also coming in to reinforce the position. They need that second point, and they know it. And from the left here, it looks like we have even more guardsmen who are now being levitated by the Farseer. This is not good for them. Oh, here we go. They did manage to drop the Farseer. Nice job. And the Dire Avengers, seeing their leader fall, decide to fall back. Rotte's force is still here fighting with the Chaos Lord. Man, this fight just never ends. But Rotte is being pushed back. Holy crap, and there is the retreat order. This fight here took a long time. That was awesome. And Blue finally securing the central point once again, taking it for their team. Stemming the flow at 293 to 416. This was a very nice push here from Styx. They really need these power nodes. And it looks like they're finally going to be able to deny this one from the enemy team. And it looks like the red team also has not fully utilized this power node yet either. So that is going to work in the blue team's favor here. Alright, and red team starts losing victory points. But we already have some guardsmen coming up. Lord General versus Lord General. But the red team's Lord General does have guardsmen back up. And speaking of guardsmen, there are some stormtroopers with the Meltas and multiple guardsman squads coming up. Those stormtroopers getting massacred by a concentrated fire, and they already drop. We also have a flanking action here from behind. From Gordulan, and I think this is Alpha. Yep, Alpha and Gordulan making a combined move here. Very nice, flanking this player from two sides. More reinforcements are coming up though, and holy well, I did not even notice, but yes, two of their players are in Tech 3. Everyone else is still in Tech 2, and well, it shows. Looks like Alpha and Gord are falling back. I think they saw the avatar there. Chaos coming up like, oh hey, that's an avatar there. That's a grenade behind. Ooh. We have some enemy artillery fire coming in, or some blue team artillery fire, I assume. Doesn't really do much to the Avatar though. And Chaos are forced to withdraw. Looks like red team may be able to secure this, but we do have guardsmen from Gord here. I'm not sure what they can do against an Avatar, but the Avatar is moving back, or moving past this spot, leaving only Banshees to take it. The guardsmen can't take them out. And on the right side, though, we do have another surprise coming from Trizzen. Currently, blue team has nothing on the field that can handle a Baneblade and an Avatar concentrated push. Speaking of the Avatar, here it is. Coming from behind, Gordulan forces, taking out these Chaos Havocs from Styx. They are trying to get the heck out of there. Baneblade just giving it to those poor guardsmen. Avatar flinging Space Marines left and right. Ogre squad kind of stuck there now. There they go. They are retreating as well. Alright, so the center point is going to be taken by the red team again. Blue team did manage to take away some points from the red, but now with the Baneblade and Avatar sitting there, and with the blue team, none of them currently in Tech 3, this does not look good for the blue team. And it looks like red did manage to keep this power point. Blue did not end up taking it, or this resource point, and Rotte forces, or is pushing up the left side again, taking another power node that blue desperately needs, and leading a charge with a multi-melted dreadnought, backed up by multiple tack squads. And Rotte is dropping in another attack squad from drop pod, from orbit. And these guardsmen are forced to retreat. Baneblade continuing its single push up here. Last cannon trying to do some work. Or actually, that's just a heavy bolter team. Avatar Kane duking it out with this Chaos Orders and Terminator armor. Wow. And if it's been the Chaos Lord fighting the Avatar this whole time, then he's done a really good work. There is a Lemon Rust also here from Trizzen. We do also have Chaos Havocs taking it to the Avatar. The Chaos Lord does drop with his Lightning Claws. The Avatar so close to death, but manages to make it out. Wow. And that Chaos Lord dies for nothing. Meanwhile, further up mid, we have Guardsmen and Ogrins versus Rotte's Dreadnoughts and Tack Squads. Lemon Rust support and the Baneblade is coming over. Red now controls all 3 victory points. Blue team currently sitting at 200. And the Baneblade is just shooting every which way. Gordulan's IG commander is now dead, or Lord General is dead. These Catachans need to fall back. Ross Apothecary is being brought back. And one of the blue players are in Tech 3, but I don't know if they're going to have the resources needed to actually get their Baneblade online. They have been denied so much power this entire game, and it's really cost them. And there you go, Alpha saying no power. And they really don't. Red now controls almost the entire map. I don't think blue can come back from this. They don't have the resources needed. And the push continues up the mid with the Baneblade, Lemon Rust, and ground forces. Blue down to below 100 points there in the danger zone. But again, there's nothing they can do. With the right and left power nodes taken by red through that entire game, red just had such a power advantage to upgrade to tier 3. But they're going to try anyway. Never give up, never surrender. They are pushing up against the Lemon Rust Baneblade and ground forces. Never mind, they are now falling back. Banshee's coming in behind. Chaos Lord saying, I will lead the charge. Wait, on second thought, maybe I won't. And maybe instead I'll just drop here and take a quick nap. This, what is this, last cannon? Yeah. Last cannon team trying to put some firepower onto the enemy forces. Not being able to do much. Plasma cannon upgrade on the Lemon Rust. Havoc's forced to fall back. 8 points left. And that's going to be a GG. Good game goes to the red team. Trizzen, Elena, and Rotte. Hope you enjoyed, everybody. See you next time.